Hello, 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 and happy Freedom Friday to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Capricorns. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, and I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. On the 28th of this month is the first quarter moon in Taurus, right? Taurus is one of your sister signs. So, it's time to get really rooted and grounded and decide what you want your life to look like moving forward. Uh, Taurus, like you, is a divine feminine sign, meaning you're receiving downloads from source through your dreams, through your feelings, your intuition, signs all over the place, right? It's also an earth sign, like you all are. So that's where you're going to receive a lot of your information is from grounding. So getting rooted and grounded. But Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and pleasure. So this is where you're really creating a life that you love and that you're pleased with in every area of your lives. Let's get into it. Let's see what your cards have to say. Also, first quarter moon is about taking some kind of action. New moon energy, which we had a new moon on the 21st of January, is about resting, quietly creating, deciding what seeds you want to plant in your soil. And so 28th kicks off taking action. Let's get into it. Let's see what your cards have to say. I'm talking to you if you have Capricorn anywhere in your chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Also, Capricorn is your MC or IC. If you want to know what those are, that information is on my second channel. The link is below. In the description is called the Knowledge Channel. That's my only second channel. I only have two channels, this one and the Knowledge Channel. Let's get into it. All right, some kind of an approval is coming your way. I love it. Here we have the Six of Pentacles, the World card, the Hanged One, the Strength card. We have the Queen of Swords and also the Seven of Swords. Okay, so we got the World card, the Hanged One, and the Strength card in your major arcana, right? So a cycle has ended for somebody. A cycle has ended for somebody, and you're moving on beyond that cycle. By the way, we're in a new cycle. So when we're moving through these phases, we have 8 major moon phases within a moon cycle, right? So just like the cycle of your life, you may say, okay, well, I'm wrapping up this job, or I'm wrapping up this friendship, I'm wrapping up whatever it is. The same thing when you're wrapping up a cycle, you feel like, okay, did I leave anything? First, what lessons did I learn about me? Like, what lessons did I learn about me? And do I feel like I either stayed too long in this cycle and kept repeating the same cycle, waiting for something to change from someone else or something else, possibly looking for an approval for something? Or do I feel like when the manipulation, because I'm looking at here like somebody may have treated you like you were the one that was delusional, and it really made you angry and frustrated and kind of could have brought out some kind of, I don't want to say arrogance, but kind of like this anger and frustration of having to prove something to somebody when all the while you had been manipulated, lied to, gaslighted, that kind of thing, right? So source really wants you to get back on your throne and start vetting all of the thoughts that's coming through your mind. Somebody stayed in a situation for the appropriate amount of time that it took for you to learn whatever lesson you needed to learn. So time really is relative. You didn't waste any time. You didn't lose out on any time. None of that. So that's a weight you can release, Capricorn. You don't even have to think, oh, I wasted my time. No, you were supposed to learn a lesson. Part of it is that somebody was looking for some type of an approval, and source is like, I've already approved you for that, right? So now, instead of thinking that you were the one that was going crazy and delusional, now you can use that same energy, and it was overwhelming for somebody, by the way. You can now use that energy to dream bigger. Okay, so whatever it is that you were looking for, some kind of an approval, something having to do with money, it could be an increase in sales if you have your own business. It could be a raise if you work for somebody else, or it could be both. A raise if you work for somebody else, and an increase in sales in your business, increase in clientele. But nevertheless, Source is sending new energy across your path to help raise your money, right? Increase of your money, increase of your money. So yeah, just tap into your strength, close out the cycle, be patient with yourself, tap into your strength, get your laser focus back for how you want it, how you saw, or how you see with the vision you see your life. And the world card is attached to Saturn. Saturn is your ruling planet, but it's also one of Aquarius's ruling planets. Like I said before, we don't have any planets that's currently retrograde. The only thing that we may be feeling the effects of is Mercury post shadow. Mercury is the planet of communication and learning. This is your opportunity to learn whatever lessons, right? That Source is sending to you. Here we have the Page of Cups, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Lover's card, the Two of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups, right? So two things here. Okay, so the Lover's card is attached to Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, right? So clear messages are coming to you, but you're also sending out. Gemini is a divine masculine sign, even though the symbol are twins, the good twin, the evil twin, seen, unseen, known, unknown, divine masculine, divine feminine, but it's a sender of information, and it's sending out a message to the universe that yes, I want a peaceful and harmonious family. I want to feel, but you got to make sure that you are at peace with yourself within. This could be your inner child, masculine, masculine, feminine, and this is your divine masculine to your divine feminine. You have to be at peace with your decision with closing out a cycle. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, when you're closing out a cycle, moving into a new one, there could be some anxiety that you feel moving into something new, because it's like, okay, well, I'm not really sure what is going to happen once I close out this cycle, what comes next? There's a lot of anxiety with that. That's why you find ways to nurture yourself. Please pull your birth chart to find out what your moon sign is. You want a detailed description. If you still need to know, what a good website is to pull your birth chart, please drop a comment below. I have information for a free birth chart. You should not have to pay for a full birth chart, because you got to get at peace within. That's the only way. If you're looking for your person to settle down with, that's the only way you're going to really know without not feeling like you wasted your time. Okay, somebody has new energy coming across their path, new soulmate energy coming across your path that is not going to waste your time at all. But again, you got to be at peace within. We got the Page of Cups and also the Two of Cups. We also have the Ten of Wands. Somebody was absolutely with someone who had burned them several times. And Capricorns, if you all can, I don't want to say stop looking at the length of time you've known somebody, but not make that like a reason to stay in a job, a friendship, a romantic relationship, or even a family relationship. If you can look at it as putting yourselves first, and does my inner child feel protected? Does my inner child feel safe in these relationships, professional, romantic, platonic? If they don't, okay, I didn't waste my time. I'm just learning lessons. That's what life is filled with, just learning lessons, right? And so I do see, like I said, I do see somebody coming across your path that's not going to waste your time. Whether that soulmate is a potential new love interest, or it is a new friend. Like I said, platonic friend. It can even be that. If you're already with your person and you feel like your home life is good and you just feel like you just need somebody, a new friend to talk to that's not going to judge you, that's what's coming across somebody's path, where you don't feel overwhelmed, because Source is trying to take you from feeling overwhelmed or bitter and burdened from something that kept burning somebody to booked and busy. Yeah, booked and busy. So pay attention to all the signs that's in. Only way you're going to come get those signs is do some grounding. Decide exactly what your universe looks like. What does your perfect person look like inside and out? What is your when I say person, your soul tribe? What do those people look like inside and out? If you could design a perfect life for yourself, what would that look like, right? But keep in mind, we don't have control over other human beings, right? So these are the messages that you're sending out to source of what nurtures your spirit. This is also your divine masculine to your divine feminine. What energy, what message are you sending out to source for what you want, right? So let's say, for instance, you want the family life. Let's say you're not in a relationship with anybody right now and you want the family life. Or there's some prospects, there's some people that you've been kind of sort of keeping your eye on. Narrow it down, put together a list. Sometimes you meet 5 different people and you wish you can take a little bit from this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, put that all down because that person actually exists. And also make sure you don't forget this. Get your rest. Get your rest, get your rest, get your rest. Let's see what else we have going on here. Let's see what else we have going on here. All right. This is nice. This is really, really nice, Capricorn, because again, it's about learning lessons. I think part of the frustration with people is that they feel like, okay, well, I wasted my time. I wasted all those years. But it'll feel like you got all of that back when you're in the right friendships, the right job, the right, perfect for you. The right job, or that's perfect, or the right friendship, right relationships for you. So that's what I'm seeing coming somebody's way after walking away from some master manipulators, gaslighters, liars, people that you've allowed to get close to your heart. It could be family members. It could be friends that's like family members. It could be in-laws, anybody, because this is heart energy right here. This is air energy, which is connected to the heart chakra. So anything where you feel like was close to your heart that betrayed you to some degree. Source is saying, get your rest. Very classy way. You walked away from people. And they probably still are talking about you behind your back. That's why this person right here is looking back, because they're the one that's holding on to secrets, that kind of thing. Not your issue, not your problem. You're walking away from that. You don't need any answers. All you need to know is, as source said to you, get as far away from that energy as possible. Close out those cycles so that you can move forward. Somebody is going to also meet their twin flame, soulmate and twin flame, and just feel like things are complete, booked and busy, approvals left and right, for things. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Here we have the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, again, the Death card. We have the Strength card and also the 2 of Swords and this, did I say the Strength? Yeah, Strength card and the 2 of Swords. So the Strength card came out twice. This is really, Strength card is the 8th card in tarot. This is really Source's way saying to you, Capricorn, double down and get real clear about what your spiritual vision is for your life, because somebody has a good product and service that's going to make you infinite amount of wealth. So no matter what else is going on, if there's anything in your life right now that's overwhelming you, you all love to work, keep busy, those kind of things, because something is over and you're on the other side of this. So you're in a rebirth state, something that somebody was in denial about for a long time. See how this person has on blindfolds? Somebody could have been in denial about something for a long time. Like I said before, it's not even always let me, before I say this, being in denial could be about from many things that were close to you. Somebody could be being in denial about their family situation. Like you could have had backstabbing cousins, aunts, uncles. It could have been a person you were married to. It could have been a person you're dating or were dating. It could be anything that somebody was sort of blind to. Like, if I just keep on working, it's going to work itself out. When actually Source has been trying to send messages through to somebody that you don't have to work yourself into exhaustion or into denial. Because somebody, for you to be like this, to have on blindfolds, somebody has been intentionally trying to ignore something. Somebody has been intentionally trying to ignore something, but Source says, no, I'm going to go ahead and end it out. I'm going to go ahead and close that thing out for you so you can move on with your life. Here we have the Queen of Swords twice. So you can really pay attention to vetting your thoughts that come through. If they're low vibrational, let's change that to something high vibrational. No negative self-talk. Remember, our bodies are made up of almost 70% water, and your voice carries those vibrations. So if you're not speaking highly to yourself, guess who's hearing it first? You. When you're saying things like, oh, I should have seen this, and what's wrong with me, and why do I keep getting into these types of relationships, instead of saying, source, thank you. I'm growing stronger and stronger and stronger with each lesson that I learn. Then it's going to make it easier for me to recognize things right away. And if I need to cut some things off, that's exactly what I'm doing, so I don't lose my focus, my vision for how I see my life, right? So here we have the Eight of Cups. Somebody's not waiting to be burned again. Somebody's saying, you know what, let me use that fire to get as far away from something manipulative as possible. Here we have the Seven of Wands. You'll be able to defend your decision to move on without coming across as defensive. Some people's energy is just so draining, emotionally just so draining, that it really takes you off of your focus. It actually, and like I said before, somebody will start to notice that as soon as you're not looking for other people's approval, you're not trying to prove to them that you're keeping up with somebody else, that you can make just as much money as somebody else, that you can provide a particular lifestyle like everybody else. So you're just like basically saying, you know what? If it's me versus somebody else, and you trying to make a decision to choose, please choose them. Do us both a favor. Please, please, please choose them. Let me remove myself. Let me get off this hamster wheel so I can stay focused, so that you can meet people who are not going to exhaust you with their low self-esteem and low self-worth, their feelings of low self-worth. So that's what I'm saying for you. Just getting as far away from those types of energy as possible. You're not delusional. Like I said before, I have to reiterate that, because you all are a sign, earth signs. That's you, Virgo, Taurus. Usually like to see proof of something. This is not even something you need to see proof of. All you need to know is that certain energies are just exhausting. They are. They've been exhausting you. And again, when you put on blindfolds, it's something that you're aware of, but you don't want to admit the truth about something. So let's just keep on working until it goes away, until you can't deny it anymore. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Lover's card again, the Emperor card, the Chariot card, the Three of Pentacles, the Magician card, and the Eight of Cups. Yep. Alrighty. Lover's card came out again. Further lets me know, somebody's going to have to tap into their strength. I mean, like really, really tap into their strength, because especially if you felt like, this is the exhausting part, especially if you felt like somebody was your twin flame, and then you realize that energy is actually burning me out more so than anything, instead of inspiring me. I feel exhausted. I feel drained. Like on one hand, I feel like I want to give it my all to give to a relationship. But then you realize at some point, I've had this feeling before. I felt this feeling before. Felt the feeling of, where's the Seven of Swords? Being manipulated, lied to, gaslighted. So once something is exposed, the sooner you move on, the better. Because every time you try harder, it's going to get worse and worse and worse, until you are frustrated with yourself and you have no choice but to move on. Eight of Cups came out twice. Again, further reiterating, get as far away from people who are draining your energy. Who drain your energy, who are draining your energy. The Emperor card is attached to a fire sign, just like the Strength card is attached to a fire sign. But yeah, Source has been trying to tell somebody, wrap something up. You could have fire in your chart, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. You can even be dealing with an air sign. But the bottom line is, in the air sign, we got Gemini here, we got Leo here twice, we got Aries here. We have, yeah, we, mm, mm, mm. I don't want you all to get caught up on just the zodiac sign. I want you all to really, really pay attention to what source is trying to tell somebody. And I know this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. But if there's anything in your life right now where you feel like it is literally draining me, just I feel like I'm just kind of spinning my wheels. I feel like the answers aren't clear. That's where you step back from everything. Take a minute, recharge, grounding, get some recharging out in the air a bit. Somebody has had this on their mind, marriage on their mind, whether a marriage has ended or you have a desire to be married and have a harmonious family. But this is where I do see somebody really tapped into their feelings. Chariot card is attached to Cancer. Cancer is the I feel sign. This is further encouraging you to nurture yourselves. Nurture yourself. Nurture yourself. Stay laser focused on the vision you have for your life, because that good product or service that you have to offer, I'm looking at this number 8 right here, is going to make you a lot of money, infinite streams of income. This right here is about getting very serious about your life. This is the maturity and authority card. Get very serious about your life. Anything that's draining you, get as far away from it and focus on what inspires you, right? And this right here lets me know, as you're transitioning, your mind wasn't playing tricks on you. You put on blindfolds because it was something you didn't want to believe, right? So source says, while you're pausing, think, because clear messages are coming through. Clear messages are coming through. Just tell source, help me with what I'm not seeing. Come down in a dream. Say, show me in a way that I would clearly understand what I'm looking at. Or help me. But I'm seeing perfect alignment with your wealth. Perfect alignment with your wealth. Meaning that basically anything you're asking source for, and remember, your time is your currency. It's also connected to your relationships with other human beings. So anything you're asking source for, source is going to give you that. So ask. Ask and you shall receive. You're not asking to control somebody else's universe, because we're not each other's gods. We're each other's guides. You're asking source for answers to help you with something, right? Pay attention to what your dreams are showing you. Please keep a journal of what your dreams are showing you. It's going to be very powerful because, like I said before, Mercury, the messenger planet, is sending you messages. They may not seem crystal clear, but as you start writing and you're talking to source, the answers are going to start coming to you about those things. And they'll come through you. They'll come to you in whatever it is you pay most attention to. So if you're watching tarot the most, it'll come through either my reading or somebody else's reading. If you watch television a lot, it'll come through there. If you listen to the radio a lot or music a lot, it'll come through songs. However, it'll come through numbers, signs and wonders everywhere. It'll come through animals. However it needs to come through to you, the answers will come through. So pay close attention. And again, keep the negative self-talk to 0, not even a minimum, to 0, okay? To 0. Anything negative you think about yourself, I wasn't smart enough, I should have seen, keep all of that out of any of that. Just replace it with thank you, source. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we have, you are very close to achieving your goal. Very close to achieving your goal. Pay attention, Capricorn. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Like I said, perfect synergy when it comes to your money. That's even down to if you want to buy a house, if you want to relocate, if you want something having to do with an approval is coming your way, having to do with money, having to do with an approval. And certainly purchasing a house would be an asset that is money, right? Having to do with interacting with people, being approved for whatever it is you're looking for. I see that coming your way. So you just stay focused on, there we go to number 8 again, the health checkup. So here we have the number 8. If you've been stressed out, stress could also, kill people. But this is more or less like, this health checkup is more or less like telling you, again, the number 8. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Get your spiritual vision for how you see your life. Get very serious about it. That is your card. Saturn right here, the world card. Close out a cycle. Get serious about it so that you can have the life that you've always dreamed of. So that you can have the life that you've always dreamed of. Let's pull a number card and let's go ahead and close this out. Yeah, Taurus, the moon in Taurus is about getting serious and grounded. Taurus symbol is a bull. This is where you're saying, no matter what, I'm going to live an absolute great life. I'm not trying to control anybody. I'm not going to feel like I wasted my time, because I didn't. I needed to learn lessons about, this journey that I'm on. And I'm grateful for that. I'm keeping all the negative self-talk away from me, and I'm moving on. 11 or 29, which reduces to 11. So when you see the number 11, look at it as pillars, 2 pillars, the number 11. And it's number 11 is a symbol for light, L-I-G-H-T. You're stepping into your own light, right? So number 11 means you are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures, and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. So pictures, signs, wonders, however source is sending, source is trying to tell somebody, close out a cycle. Close out a cycle, whether you're physically with somebody or not with them. Person, place, or thing. Anything that is having you running around, wearing yourselves out, it's time to close out the cycle. Get off the fence and take action. That's what the number 11 is about. Get off the fence and take action. So some of you all may have already done that. Somebody may still kind of sort of be on the fence about closing out a cycle that was emotionally draining you. This death card is attached to Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio involved. There could be a Leo involved. There could be a Virgo involved. There could be a Gemini involved. There could be a Leo involved. There could be another Capricorn involved. There could be a Pisces involved. There could be an Aries involved. Whatever the sign is that it is, the zodiac sign, unless you know the person's full birth chart, because I may not have called out their sun sign. It could be their moon, their rising, their Venus. Just know we're talking about a spirit or spirits. All right, here we go. Affirmations for courage. All things are working out in my favor. I have the power to rebuild myself. I am not my circumstances. I rise regardless of my past. I honor myself through my actions. I honor my truth through my words. I am stronger than yesterday. So if anybody is stressed out over a situation, just know you can get out there, get rooted and grounded. Find out what your moon sign is on your birth chart, Capricorn. Find out what mothers you, because that's the moon sign, is what nurtures you, what mothers you, what feels like food to your soul, which feels like fresh water. Whatever nurtures your spirit, that's what you want to do, so you can close this out. So when you move on, you don't feel like you left any strings attached. That's what I have for you. I will see you on Sunday. Bye.